Smooth Strong Love estimates for how much Elixir will cost in 2030 run from 1 cent to 1 cent. Market researchers think SLP could fall as low as 0.2025. The expected price of Smooth Love combination on the market in 2023 is $0. Smooth Love Elixir friend when it comes with play to make money. As the first NFT game to sell more than $1 billion, XC Limitlessness gets everyone's attention. It is also credited with putting play to acquire on the gaming map around the world. Sky Mavis ended the game in 2018, but it didn't start until a little over a year ago, along with the NFT blast Aches the Endlessness. This was the last summer's Star convention, and it peaked at close to 1 million daily dynamic users. XC Endlessness is a play-to-win blockchain game that is supported by NFT. In this game, players collect monsters called axes and fight them with other players' axes. The game's method is based on 2 tokens. Smooth Love Potions and Shards of XC Boundlessness. The main way to get SLPS is to play the game. Access is a token that lets the holder make important decisions about things like how the game works and how the bank funds are spent. Before we decide if SLP would be a good investment in 2022, we should take a step back. In the next few years, we'll explain what SLP is and how it works, as well as the HC Limitlessness biological system and the factors that affect the cost of SLP and what Sky Mavis has in store. What does XC Boundlessness mean? XC without limits support the play-to-get ongoing interaction model, in which players are paid for the time and effort they put into playing the game. Players also own their in-game characters and things as NFTs, which they can sell, buy, or use for ongoing interaction. This makes Aches the Endlessness different from most of today's traditional close-knit games, where high-tech items are required to play. The cost of buying the 3 axes needed to play the game was galactic, but there are investors and business leaders who can easily pay the money needed to buy the axes. The administrator or society buys or gives the person the 3 axes he or she needs to play the game and get SLP. They take all the risk to lend 3 axes to a new player, and in return, they get a cut of the money the new player makes. When the new player plays to get an XC Boundlessness, their backers get a cut of the money it makes you. Pain usually comes as a smooth mix of love and hate. To get SLPS, players have to finish tasks and go into field mode and experience mode. The daily journey rewards used to be 50 SLP, but at the end of the 20th Cutthroat season, Sky Mavis announced a big price change for getting SLPS. Most players won't be able to get SLP again through normal missions and experience mode, but they can get more through real PvP. SLP profit will now be really split, and extra prizes will only be available in the more serious love. Sky Mavis also cut the average maximum amount of SLP you could get from PvE from 100 to 50. Before this change, players could get 75 SLP every day by playing experience mode and completing the daily trip. As of right now, SLP prizes in PvP go up faster as you move up the list of competitors. This is one of the factors that affects the price of SLP. XC Endlessness and Dirt. A big cheese. When Sky Mavis said that their Ronin extension had been hacked, they said that about $625 million worth of Ethereum and USDC had been stolen. This amount was later changed to $541 million at the break, making it the second biggest crypto hack ever. Smooth mix of love and present costs. Right now, Smooth Love Elixir is worth nothing. With a trading volume of 9,771,901 and a market value of $96,106,322, SLP is now ranked 262 among all digital currencies. Using the general strength record, moving weighted normal Williams fractal, and moving normal intermingling to similarity from the diagram above, we can figure out cost designs for Smooth Love Mixture to figure out if it's going to be a bullish or negative year. Our cost expectation estimates use continuous Smooth Love Elixir market information, and all information is updated live on our site. This lets us give dynamic cost expectations based on how the market is moving right now. Smooth Love Elixir, from some points of view, is one of the most impressive digital currencies to rise this year. The SLP price forecast for 2023 predicts a big rise in the last part of the year, possibly to $0. As with other digital currencies, the rise will be steady, but there won't be any big drops. An average price of $0 is very high, but it's possible sooner rather than later. SLP is supposed to be worth nothing at the start. The value of Smooth Love Elixir is expected to be 2024 out of 2024. Due to the likely declarations of many new groups and drives, SLP cost estimates have a lot of room to grow. We think that the cost of SLP will soon be more than $0. Before making any bullish bets, we should wait to see if the S&P's general strength file comes out of the oversold zone. Bets that take into account how hard it is to predict the market. The base exchange rate for SLP will be $0. Usually, swapping money costs nothing. If the vertical trend continues until 2025, Smooth Love Mixture value prediction for 2025. It could be worth nothing. If the market goes through a decay, SLP might do well. The goal might not be reached. SLP is supposed to trade for $0 on average. Smooth Love Elixir could be worth as little as 25 cents in 2026 if it does a good job of making digital money fans feel more confident in the market. We think that the price of an SLP coin will stay the same for the next 5 years. In 2026, SLP will be green. In 2026, the SLP is expected to hit and beat its all-time high. In 2026, the virtual cash will be worth 1 cent and cost nothing at the start. Usually, it costs nothing. After a lot of guessing and technical research, we think the SLP price will reach a mean value of 1 cent by 2027, with a base price of 1 cent expected before the end of the year. SLP has a maximum value of 1 cent. Smooth Love Mixture price prediction for 2028, based on things that are meant to happen by 2028, we think that a bullish trend will keep pushing the average price up to around 1 cent if SLP can break out of the safe zone. In 2028, the most we could pay for love would be 1 cent. If SLP doesn't get the help it needs by 2028, it could get as little as 1 cent. Smooth Love Protocol is trying to make it possible for organizations to work together to speed up connections. The rising trend from last year is expected to continue, so the base exchange rate has been set at 1 cent and the annual price is expected to be close to 1 cent in 2029.